I think, does it say that we're recording on your end?
No. Oh, wait. Hang on. There's a little thing in the corner. This call is being recorded. Yeah.
Great. It didn't give me my little pop-up, but anyway.
He said times have changed.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Workplace Comedy, the podcast where we hash out what happens on the daily grind. I'm one of your hosts. My name is Sam Baker, and I'm here with...
Miss Michelle O. Hi, everyone. Hello, Sam. How is everyone? Feeling very smooth today.
Smooth
Just
like
creamy.
butter. We just rolled on in.
Just glided.
You know what I learned how to make?
What did you learn how to make?
I learned how to make Oreo truffles.
Mmm.
So it's
Please explain.
basically, you get Oreos,
Mm-hmm.
crumble, 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 crumble up, crumble up, crumble up. I forgot I had a food processor, so I did it by hand.
Just mush the hell out of them. Just took your
And
anger out of them.
I was like, I could have just done this the
It's
way that
okay.
nature intended.
It's all good.
And then you get a block of cream cheese,
Mm-hmm.
and you just batter it up, make it a batter.
Ooh.
Now, if you're doing it on the Oreo website, the recipe, that's what the recipe is.
Mm-hmm.
I follow the Tasteless Baker on the social media channels, and he was like, also add vanilla and salt.
I could see that working
So,
really
so
nicely.
I did it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's basically cake pop batter, right? So then you just like ball it up, ball it up, ball it up, ball it up. And then you just dip them in chocolate.
Jesus Christ.
And I did it in white chocolate, not milk chocolate.
Ugh.
Oreo, right? Oreo.
Right. You gotta maintain the integrity.
And it's creamy. Talk about creamy.
Whew.
Talk about creamy.
Whew.
They're nice. They're nice.
That sounds amazing. You know, something I recently discovered is Trader Joe's cannoli dip. So it's the
What?
cream. Yes. It's the cream in the middle of the cannoli in like a little container. It is so good.
I would eat it.
It is so good.
What do
I
you
get
what do you do with it? Do you just
I
like
get
spoon it?
you totally could. I get that, and I get those Walker shortbread cookies, the little like that's it, and it's over.
Mm-hmm.
It's over after that. So good, just insane.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It is so good. Like I'm so scared they're gonna take it away from me.
They
Like
probably will.
I know they will, and
But then they'll bring it back. It feels very Christmas.
it does.
Holiday
Yeah,
season.
yeah. I feel like it's going like after Valentine's Day, it probably won't exist anymore for a while, and I'm already like, can I freeze this? How long did this last in the freezer?
You know what I started
I
doing? I
need it.
started buying cheese by the block from the Costco.
Mm-hmm.
Because for $10, you can get 4 pounds of cheese.
Oof.
You have to shred it yourself, but
Listen,
um,
that's not bad. I don't mind. I'll
but you
take the
see,
time.
it doesn't last a ton long.
Mm-hmm.
And I froze it once, and it doesn't unfreeze
It
properly.
doesn't work right.
Now, if we follow
Mm.
Teeny on the TikTok, she was like, "You can freeze anything you want," and I'm here to contest that because cheese, just a whole block of cheese, does not freeze properly. So what I did was I bought a food saver. It's gonna
Oh, nice.
literally be delivered any minute now, and
Nice.
I'm hoping that I can food save it and then not freeze it, just refrigerate it. But I'm
How much
hoping the lack of air.
is it cool if I ask like how much does that run? Because I feel like I had one growing up and I don't know what the yeah, right?
I did too. I did too. And the thing that I didn't like about it back in the day is that you just had to buy like roll of food saver bag, and you
Uh-huh.
would have to cut it, and then you would like seal one end, put your things in, and then vacuum the air out, and then seal the other end. Because my mom
Right.
got a food saver. My mom just got a new food saver, or she's had one, but she just started using it, and she's like,
Mm-hmm.
"I love this thing," and I was like, "I know, because it's a thing to be loved." And
Right.
but then I found now they do a reusable.
Oh, oh,
And they
they're
have them in gallon and quart.
huge. Oh
And
my
then they also
gosh.
have food saver Tupperware.
I'm like, What have I been doing?
So we're gonna test it out. I bought it under the guise of I can return it. Because the other thing, Michelle, that I have learned about myself, I love an Uncrustable,
You do?
a Smucker's Uncrustable.
Okay. When did we learn this?
I learned it at Disneyland. So at Disneyland, there's if you stay in one of the like resort hotels, which is like astronomically expensive, it's
Right.
dumb. But there's if you stay there, there's like other services that you can like pay for, of course. And one of them is like a lounge that for your stay at the hotel, you can like go in and there's free food, free snacks, free beer and wine, free soda,
Mhm.
coffee, cappuccino, and it's open from like 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. You
Mhm.
can go in anytime you want. If your room key opens the door, in you go. And they do like they have like Uncrustables, they have goldfish crackers, they have trail mix, and you can just get a Ziploc bag there and bag it up and take it with you to the park.
Damn.
You can do it. And
That's
the
lovely.
Uncrustables, which I don't buy the Uncrustable because I'm like, it's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
And it's like a cupcake peanut
It's a
butter.
tiny one and it's expensive and
Right.
it's individually packaged. So then I was like, because you can take as many as you want. So like I took as many as I wanted. And I came home and had them for a week. And I just kept them in my refrigerator because they have to be refrigerated. And
Mhm.
um and I would just like grab one like on my way out. I would grab one on my way in. I would grab one when I just need a snack.
Right.
Just pop open the bag. Duh. Well, A, I can make that myself. B, I don't need to waste all this plastic every single. So I
That's
was
true.
like, I want to make my own Uncrustables. I bake my own
Mhm.
bread. Thank you, bread maker. I don't make my own peanut butter. I could. I understand. I'm
Aw.
not gonna make my own peanut butter. I'm not gonna make my
Relax.
own
It's
peanut
not
butter.
that deep.
It's really not.
It just
Um,
isn't.
I can do my own jam or preserve. Sometimes I will, but for the most part, I don't mind like a jar. I don't mind a
Right.
jar. And then you could buy for like $3, like a Uncrustable sandwich
Like
sealer.
little. Oh, okay.
And then I was like, and then I could food save it along with my cheese.
Oh, wow.
So the food
This
saver, I think I found it for like $50 because there's an
that's
older one that you can
really
get for
good.
30 and there's a new, but this is the smaller one. It's not the whole
Oh,
big thing. It's a smaller, it's
right.
like a handheld. And there's
That's
just a
nice.
little like yeah, there's just like a little like gibbet on the bag and you just like stick it and it'll suck the air out and then you put it back on a charging dock.
Oh, wow.
And designed specifically for these reusable bags. You can't use this handheld one on the larger pieces.
I'm here for this. This
So
is amazing.
we're gonna try it. My roommates aren't as into like the kitchen gadgety stuff as I am.
Mhm.
So I'm hoping that they see that like because cheese is expensive, folks.
It
Everything is so
is.
expensive. So I need to take advantage of the Costco card,
Mhm.
especially because I live with two other people. So it makes more
Right.
sense. There are things
Right.
like eggs, we just do a Costco thing. And like this week I buy, next week you buy. Mm,
Mhm.
We buy them maybe twice a month. Cheese, again, like
Right.
so certain things where I'm just like, we just got to buy this in bulk and we got to figure out how to preserve it at home.
Mhm.
And even if you waste a little bit and like don't waste your food, but even if a little bit of this 4 pound block or these two pound blocks of cheese go to waste, it's still cheaper than if I bought the individually
Absolutely.
shredded. I don't want to waste food, but also I'm not gonna go buy this thing that I'm gonna need to go
No.
spend $20 for the same amount of cheese because it's
It's
shredded.
crazy. It's dumb.
Yeah,
And you're
yeah.
not dumb. So, you did that.
I do feel a
I
little dumb
why?
because I just like bought a food saver.
No, that's a long-term investment. That's
I
gonna
hope
pay
so.
for itself.
I hope so. Thank you
Just
for.
no, for sure. Like
Mhm,
I am a kitchen gadgety gal myself. I remember the first time I saw like an infomercial. I think I was 6 or 7, and
mhm.
they had the I'm sorry, just thinking about this. It was called the Super Snacker. It's basically what you see them like they have them everywhere now. It's like those little things that you can make a sandwich in. It's like a bootleg like panini press type of thing. You put the bread on either
Okay.
side and smush it, and then it's in a But honey, you couldn't tell me that wasn't like the fanciest shit ever in life. And like that Christmas, I got one. My parents are like, "I got you a super." So it's like I love gadgets. I always have. It's a lot of fun, and I think any way that I can like save and have a gadget, like listen, I will throw the cannoli dip in there.
The cannoli.
Steal
I'll let
that
you know.
bit because she
Wait,
needs to last. You're not gonna do. I remember this is so like a tangent, but I just remember one time I was in Trader Joe's. I had gotten some kind of like cinnamon roll thing they had. I was completely in love and I didn't see it. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe they're out.
was it the pumpkin spice cinnamon roll?
No, this was like a million years ago. This was like 10 years, like just a million years ago when this happened. This is before I realized that they rotated things out like that. And I
Mhm,
asked one of the employees, like, "Hey, do you know anything about this thing?" And I was explaining to them, just looking at me like I was just making shit up.
mhm.
Like, "Yeah, we don't have that." I'm like, "Yeah, I know you don't have it now, but last time I was here, da 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 da." And they're like, "Yeah, no, we don't have." I'm like, "Okay, you're not gonna make me feel crazy because I know what I ate,
I know
okay?"
what I saw, and I know where I bought it.
And I've always had like a sour
Ralph's
taste.
does not carry this.
No. It doesn't exist there. It's like, "Okay, I'm gonna walk away because I feel myself getting heated."
You are gaslighting me.
You are gaslighting me, and it's unfair, and I just wanted this, like, delicious cinnamon roll. Y'all got me all caught up,
Mhm,
like I could depend on this, and you knew I couldn't, and now I'm
mhm.
looking for it like a damn addict.
And you
You
can't
can't.
just tell me that that we rotate things?
Y'all do. So it was so damn rude. I was, like, embarrassed and aggravated at the same, like, "Let me just go
Mhm,
before I
mhm,
start embarrassing myself in
mhm.
public." Be that lady. And this is before everyone was filming everything
I
on
was
their
gonna say the
phones, but
Karen talk.
yeah, I would have, like, lost it. Like, first of all, bitch, don't ever in your life play me like you don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
You know what
Okay,
this is.
second of all, it was here.
Mhm.
They don't have this nowhere else. I know where I
You
shop.
you know what this is, you know what this was.
So stop playing with me.
Looking for gay-friendly mail. Oh, they even say gay-friendly mail,
Mhm.
so you don't have to be gay.
Just friendly.
I feel like this person probably prefers you to be not super gay, is what this sounds like. We have house cleaner DTLA. Looking for a gay-friendly male to clean my one-bedroom apartment in downtown LA. Cleaning kitchen, bathroom, floors, etc. Willing to clean nude is a plus. Please send a
Okay.
photo, your experience, and rates. May become a regular gig.
Bet it would become a regular again.
Part-time employment, full-time employment. Would you house clean partially
No,
nude?
no, no. 'Cause,
What
like,
I
this
mean,
mm-mm.
what are the possibility of the rates?
They didn't even include anything.
No,
They
he
were just
asked you to send them.
what, to send the rates? Like, would you wanna be paid?
Please send a
No.
photo, your experience, and rates. I wouldn't wanna
Mhm.
do it for free.
You better no, I just feel like you should put like, what are you paying? What are you talking about? What's your vibe? Like, don't just put nothing, like, so I just have to, like you know what I'm saying? Like, give me a range.
Give me and, like,
Let's just
where's
keep
the
it
link for
straight.
the background check?
Come on, talk about it.
I would like to know what's in your background.
Sir. No, like,
Ah,
let's call a thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't do this.
I don't
Y'all
do
are
and I feel like I don't know, something about, like, cleaning in the nude?
like,
Like,
listen.
doing the making the
Mm,
dirty undirty without clothing on?
no.
And the
No.
places and the parts.
And it's like, listen, this is like you have a one bedroom in downtown Los Angeles. You need somebody to come clean it.
Here's the
You
thing,
know how small that place is?
I do, but I also know how much I just don't
You
like to
hate it.
clean. I
You
hate
hate
it,
it.
I hate it. Now, there are times where I'll get in, like, a mode,
You just be motoring, honey.
and nothing's stopping me, and you can't do it. Like, I'm getting it, and, I mean, we are pulling things out, we are scrubbing, like, we are getting it. But it's few and far between.
Right.
And that's the only time that I find enjoyment out of it is when my brain just
Mhm.
like fully goes
It's a full buy-in from the brain at that
and I
point.
just got to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, and I
No.
couldn't do it naked. I need to be in my rattiest clothes.
Mhm.
That's when I like to do it.
Right. You need to be in something loose, so when you're bending and stooping and all that kind of stuff, I have to be in something I can move in because I sing. I
Hmm.
sing, I dance, I do a whole concert series, and
Oh,
yeah, my bird loves it.
the
Snapping
bird.
lips. The bird loves my damn voice, honey. That bird is like gassing me up all day, every day.
Uh-huh.
He'll hear me sing something, and I'll stop, and then I just hear like, keep going.
This bird is trying to jam out, and you're over here depriving it.
Like, come on, we're
Yeah.
right at the bridge. Let's
This bird
go.
is like, when did you work at Trader Joe's to gaslight me into my only to withhold?
Seriously. No, but yeah, they have these a service like this for women, and it's
I've
like
seen the
topless.
vans. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen the vans. They just park
So
them randomly.
they sure do. I always see them where is that? Going to like Burbank when you go over the hill.
I would
It's
say
like right there.
Cahuenga, like Cahuenga
Yeah,
Pass.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And it's a big pink
Yeah,
van,
just park.
and
Like,
it
okay.
just is topless cleaning with some phone number.
Nah, I can't do that. I'm gonna burn myself in an
Yeah.
embarrassing place.
I feel like here's the thing, if I were like an OnlyFans model,
Right,
I would reach out to this person and be like, my rates for me doing this in your house is this, you're paying me this much,
right.
and I get to film it, and you can't be in the film.
No.
And
Ew.
this way, I'm doubling my profit
That's
potential.
smart.
That's what I'm saying. What's less dangerous?
Less dangerous. Let's see. Well, I mean, it's kind of dangerous here. There's a story we have. 7 Target workers fired after buying Stanley Cups say they were caught off guard by the crackdown. So Stanley Cups are those crazy, just they grow their tumblers with a handle, and everyone's losing their mind. So the Target fired workers this month that they purchased special edition Stanley Cups. 7 workers said their managers told them they violated a company policy for employee purchases. Some said they weren't aware of the policy's details. Others said they tried to follow the rules. So yeah, they're gone because they bought the damn cup. And I guess there's a company policy that prohibits employees from using their position to gain an unfair advantage over guests to purchase merchandise. So yeah, how are you feeling about all this Stanley Cup nonsense? That's a lot to lose your job over. Damn. I was on another screen reading that story. Talking all kinds of big shit.
Here's
It's
the
just
thing.
a cup. What's the problem?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I need to point out this
Hmm.
color.
That's a very pretty Kelly green.
I had to cover the logo because I don't want to be her.
Okay.
So we had to
Okay.
cover the logo. I hate the cup. I think it's a prank.
You hate it?
I think it's a prank.
Are you serious?
This is not a cup of a serious person. You
No,
can't see it because of the
now it's like green screening. Okay, you
This
can
is
see it.
not the cup of a serious person.
T.
You cannot take this person seriously.
No,
This goes from my house to my car, from my car to my house.
that's it. You're
No
not
one
just
sees
gonna be
it.
like walking down the
No.
street. That's it. Like it's an accessory, honey. Like
This is my water bottle that I take to places. It's glass, bamboo
she's
lid.
cute.
We
Yeah,
have
the little
it's the
silicone.
winery. Shout out Shide. Um,
That's cute.
this is because it fits in the cup holder necessity.
True.
And the handle, because it's 40 ounces.
That's a lot.
And
She's a big girl.
3 of these and you're done. And because I'm a gallon a day girly. I'm
Ooh,
a
good
gallon a
for
day girly.
you.
3 of these done. That's it. Counting who? The straw is bent because I've already dropped it. Here's the thing. It does. Have you seen the video of the car and the car was on fire and it's the car after it was on fire and they go and they
No,
grab they go and they grab their Stanley Cup
shut up.
and when they pick it up, not like the straw has been burned, but the cup is fine. and you can hear the ice clinking.
Shut up.
That's false. This does not stay cold. This does not stay cold. This does not keep your beverage cold. It does not keep it cold.
Well,
It
that
doesn't
is
keep it cold.
trash.
It doesn't keep it
That's
cold.
the whole fucking point.
Not here.
That's ridiculous.
This doesn't keep it cold.
I don't get it.
I was in Target one time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I saw this color cup.
It's a beautiful color.
And I said, I need this. I need
Right.
this color. This
Uh-huh.
color is what I need. So then I
Mm-hmm.
was like, well, I'm not going to spend $50 on a Stanley Cup.
Crazy.
I'm going to go and I'm going to find this color and other cups, but they don't have any other cups this color. I didn't even need drinkware. My roommates will tell you I already have too much drinkware. I'll tell you I have too much drinkware. I love drinkware. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Something that I love. So I didn't buy anything because I was like, A, I don't need this thing. B, they don't have this color.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, I'm fixated on drinkware this color. I need it. I need it. I can't
Oh,
find it
you
anywhere.
are.
And when I first saw this cup, there was a thing that said limit two,
Ooh.
$50 a pop. Not for me.
I mean, I'm
Cut
only
to like a month later, I'm passing through. I think I bought this in Oxnard. I'm passing through Oxnard again, going to the same Target, and there's a casino out there, and I had won a little bit of money at the casino, and I was like, I'm gonna go and buy this cup. I get there, they are still inundated with these cups. They have so many of them. The limit 2 is gone. The signs are gone,
Oh,
and this cup
wow.
is now $30.
Ooh,
So I bought it.
nice.
I bought it, and
And
that
you
is
don't
why I
get
have. That is why I have what I have.
Nicole reminded me, okay? Nicole is my sister, and she's also our producer, and she's
She's
great.
our
And
producer. Nicole keeps us
she's
going. Nicole
cute.
keeps the lights on.
She's a bad bitch. I live. I die.
Mhm.
So she reminded me that our mom had like those Stanley Cups have been around since like 1850 or something.
My uncle had a Stanley thermos that I
Like,
think we still have, like vintage 80s Stanley
right.
thermos.
She
Now
was
the
like, "Do
thermos
you remember?"
keeps the temperature proper.
That's listen,
The
because I
thermos
think
is climate controlled. This is not.
that's what my mom had. She had this
Hmm.
huge thermos, and she would fill it with coffee at the beginning of the day and drink. I'm like, okay. But I forgot about that. And then Nicole was like, I think I want one because she's like, she was in the market for drinkware. She's like, I gotta get my water in. Let me go ahead and make sure I'm doing it something cute. And
Hmm.
so she got one. She's like, she's been tracking them too, which is really funny to me. She's like,
But you
everybody's losing
have
their shit.
to,
She's been tracking.
because
She wasn't interested in buying it at the time.
but
She's
you
just
have
like
the
that
pricing.
girl. Like she's just
Hmm.
like, oh, I found one. Ooh. And so she found one in this really pretty right.
I get it, Nicole. Nicole, I get it. I'm here. I reach out.
Seriously. She found one in this really pretty it's like lavender. It was a gorgeous color. And then she was watching a TikTok after she bought it. And this lady tested it and there's lead in it. And she's like, "Wait, what?" It's so apparently it's not on the outside of the cup or the inside where any of the drinks or anything could be handled. It's in like the insulated middle. There's
Hmm.
a small amount of lead. And she's like, I don't know if I want the cup no.
There's there's lead in Dollar Tree glass.
True.
Crystal is made from lead.
Mm-hmm.
Pain to be beautiful. Bank of America sends warning letters to employees not going into offices.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Bank of America is cracking down on employees who aren't following its return to office mandate, sending letters of education, warnings of disciplinary action to employees who have been staying home. The bank is the latest company to signal to employees that going into the office is mandatory. Companies from Citigroup and Meta have been tracking whether employees have been going into the office.
Question. So they're not going in, but y'all are like letting them not go in, and then just like, I'm gonna send you a fucking letter to let you know. Maybe let me educate you.
Let me
Like,
educate you.
I'm confused. So apparently the work can be done because you're like letting them stay home and sending letters as opposed to just clipping them. So what's the problem?
During the pandemic, everyone was like, "Just promise me we're not going back." Do you remember seeing those posts?
And they're like, it's fine. No, we're not. We're not. We're
And
not. We're
they made it last long, and the second those doors could be open, we all broke down
Baby.
and said, "As it was." Um,
I've never been that girl. I like let go of a job at that point because they're trying to force me. Like, bitch, you can't. First of all, you can't force me to do shit. Like, let's
mhm,
get that together. I will
mhm.
leave you right where I found you.
If you've received a letter of education, send it to me. I want to read it.
Educate us.
Letter of education.
That's so passive aggressive, isn't it?
It's so directly aggressive.
No, you come and deliver this letter of education. I'll educate you.
People should be able to work from home if you can.
I think so too. And I think Bank of America is just a terrible fucking company.
Have been notably known to be.
Historically, like y'all own slaves. Like it's just like, will you stop ever? Like, will you ever stop? Will you ever just not be trash? Like it's literally in the blood of this company. Like y'all are
Yeah,
just generation after generation of
just
just complete garbage.
how can we shit on this more?
What else can we do? And then Meta. I'm like, girl,
Meta.
stop. Stop.
Meta.
Been tracking. So obviously there's some level of like choice given. Because like if you don't show up for work, you get fired, right? So
Period, point blank. If
that's just
you're
it.
this date, then and you're not, then
That's
like,
it.
is that what the letter of education is?
So a change of policy of some sort, because obviously there was a choice. Because if you say be here Monday at 9 and I'm not there, well then they're like, that's fine, but don't try to come back. And that would have just been it. So y'all allowed this, and now you're trying to pressure people, and I will never be okay with that.
No, period, point blank.
So we have a letter, and it's called Coordinator Contract Nightmare. I love that it's named. It's cute. Okay, here.
If you have a letter, please send it to workplacecomedy@gmail.com, WERK. You can DM us if you prefer to be a little less anonymous, at Workplace Comedy on Instagram. We haven't posted in a while, but we're still there.
We're alive.
You can DM me directly at Sam of Baker or Michelle at the Michelle O.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And again, if you want to be anonymous, create a fake Yahoo Mail account
Yeah.
and send us an email that way. No
And
attachments. We're not going to open the attachments. Don't attach anything.
I'm gonna open it. Anything.
Body of the email.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, let's go.
Okay, so it says, Dear Sam and Michelle, I've got a boss for you. I work in events catering. This company is a full service restaurant with a separate catering wing, and I coordinate many of the catering events. Sometimes when a restaurant location is very busy, their phones will forward to me, and I will place takeout orders for a number of our locations. If you've ever worked in restaurant atmosphere, you know some days are great for this kind of extraneous task, and some days are absolutely not. Totally get it. Of course, we don't get any say either way. Now, I work for a restaurant company on the catering side. We don't offer any desserts. Because of this, oftentimes a customer planning an event will ask us to coordinate with their dessert vendor, bakeries for cakes, etc., so that we can pick up the item on the way to our delivery. Sometimes we do full service sometimes we do full service serving at an event, meaning staffing agency, dishes, rental, etc. We take on the communication with their vendors. We don't have any of our own. Okay, that makes sense. Sometimes it's a simple drop off. All times we're sometimes coordinating with upwards of 4 vendors who offer services that we don't, as a way to one-stop shop our package, so guests will cater with us. Makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
We don't get paid enough. Our coordinator's salary just isn't enough for all the buckets we have to throw our hands into and essentially own. We have decided to schedule a meeting with the director of our department, which they were very open to. In preparation, we took a copy of our actual contract stating basic coordinator duties, which focused solely on inter-office communication, no third-party vendors, or restaurant takeout orders, etc. Many more duties as assigned. We presented them both alongside a number we thought better suits our workload. We pulled comps from other area companies to make sure we weren't low or highballing. Believe it or not, employees at your competition are friends with your employees. Our manager thanked us and told us they'd review this information and present a contract which is more aligned with what we do now. Cut to a week later when we got our new contract. The deal properly reflected our actual duties in proper detail, proving that our manager understands all the extra work we do to make them look good. But when we got to the number, absolutely nothing changed. They added all they added all of our additional duties and kept us at the same jank rate. All they did was make us move to legalize the way we all they did was make a move to legalize they rob us. Damn. When we pointed out that they must have printed the wrong document, they stated, no, this is correct. Once everyone signs this contract and agrees to the current duties on paper, then they'll begin to negotiate salary. But the contract didn't state that. It plainly said X amount of duties at Y rate. No negotiations to come listed. We were pissed. They made us feel heard, respected, listened to, and then they crossed us. Needless to say, none of us signed it. United Front, right? What oh, I love this. It's WWS and M do. So it's what would Sam and Michelle do. I love that. I love it.
WWSNM. Michelle, what does SNM stand for?
I have no idea.
Sam and Michelle.
It's like the Britney Spears song,
Rihanna.
Rihanna song. I always get that mixed up. I don't know why. That is so rude of me. Apologies to Rihanna. I know she listens.
Our best.
Yeah, that's all I know about that term, though. So like we all can't quit. I know some people aren't down, but we also can't properly strike because we aren't in union. In a union, I'm lost. What would I do?
What would Michelle do?
What would Michelle do? Michelle is a wild card, guys. So you shouldn't follow me too closely. You know, Michelle be out here making rash decisions sometimes, but she comes out on top because Michelle knows her worth. So anytime I was in one situation that wasn't exactly like this, but it was strange. So I've done a lot of retail. Your girl has managed a store or two. And I came in as a sales associate one place and they were like, you know what? We're gonna move you up to like assistant manager. I'm like, cool. Getting trained, doing all the things. It's going great. They get to the point, they pay me. Lovely. So I've only been in contact and worked directly with the two other managers at this place. So it was a very small shop and it was kind of touristy. So there was a group of people who owned the shops in this little area. So one of the guy who actually owned the place was coming in. It was like a big deal and it was like exciting. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll get to meet, who's actually running things. And it'll be nice. So this man looks at me, shakes my hand. I'm introduced and I'm like, hi, how's it going? It's nice to meet you, blah, 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 blah. He's like, oh yeah, you. Yeah, they promoted you, didn't they? Yeah, I wanted you to do the work, but I didn't want to pay you.
Said this?
He said it right to my face. This is the first thing this man said to me. He didn't want to give me more money, but he was happy with me doing the work. And I was like, nice to meet you. And like never spoke to him again. No, it was the most awkward thing. I wouldn't. So I know this attitude obviously exists. People want to get as much out of you as they can, but it's just like I wouldn't sign a blessed thing and I would let them keep that damn job. I really would. I wouldn't. I can't. If I feel like I'm being taken advantage of, you can't. it's too much like pressure on the inside to go in. Cause
So
like
did you
I feel like,
quit?
oh honey, no, they were paying me already. It was said
Oh,
and
no, you
done.
got promoted. You got promoted.
I
He
got
told but
promoted. The money was
told you
there.
this.
It was already coming in, but he was just like, yeah, I was happy with them moving you up, but I didn't want to give you more money. Point seeing money going. Nice to meet you. Bye. You know what I'm saying?
We're not friends.
We're not. We don't brunch together. Like I'm never speaking to you again. You're very strange.
We're not friends.
You're a weird man. You're a strange, gentle person, and I'm so good on never seeing you again. I never saw him again, but it's
We're
like
not
one
friends.
of those like weird rich people things. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, why would you say that to me?
Like, that's not funny to me.
It's not funny to me. This is so fucking awkward. I was like, okay. But yeah, like if I was given a contract and it was like that, where it's like, yeah, we're happy with you, giving you more work to do. We love
Hmm.
that for you. You're
Thank you for
very
clarifying all the duties that we've asked you to
yeah.
do over the years.
That's
Thank you for
lovely.
doing that labor too.
Yeah, you
Writing it
did.
down.
You changed the job description. Love that. Thank you so much. So either I would just quit because if I'm not happy, I can't be here. Like if I have like,
Mhm,
you have the bullshit like I don't feel like going to work moment,
mhm,
no matter what. But if there's like a real reason, yeah, yeah, I can't do that. It's too heavy. It's too heavy of a burden.
mhm.
But either I would do that or see a like a labor lawyer.
California Labor Board.
Yep. Those are your two moves. If you don't feel like going through all that and it's just not that deep, it's not worth it to you, just fucking go.
Quit.
You have a lot of great skills. You guys have learned a lot there. I'm sure there's
Well,
another place to be happy to pay you what you're worth.
and I'm just like coordinating catering. That's a lot of work as it
It is.
is. Working
Right.
with one person or a group of people for this event, these many menu items, this person has allergies, this person doesn't have allergies.
Mhm.
Your delivery needs to be here, you know? And especially if you're high volume, which clearly this restaurant has to be, if they have
Right.
to have a whole separate office or whatever it is just to take the orders for the catering restaurants to make, that's a lot. And
Right.
then to like, oh, when it's busy, can you just also take takeout orders? And then on top of that, like I used to work in events back in the day, back in
Yeah.
college, and
Yeah.
and of course I've done other things since, but like that's a lot of work. That is why there are event planners
Right.
because their job is to go to all the vendors and
And they
deal with the person throwing the party and then coordinate all the vendors. So it's
yep.
like these people are basically event planners.
Yep.
That's like a whole third party job.
Yep. It absolutely is.
And all they did.
It was like, thank you so much for that. What
I
would you do?
definitely would I wouldn't sign the contract. Like I
Oh.
wouldn't sign that contract.
Mm.
I mean, a part of me would want to because like okay, boss. Like I just want to make my boss happy.
Right.
Like I just want to make my boss happy. It's the only thing in the world that I want. It makes me so happy to make my boss happy. Uh but then the other part of me is like, wait a minute. You're literally stealing from me.
Right.
And that's I think maybe the language that people need to adopt is like, no, you're literally stealing from me. I am
Mhm.
being stolen from.
Absolutely.
Because the money is here. You can't
Obviously.
tell me that the money isn't here. I'm the one who makes it for you.
I see it coming in every day.
The money is here.
We're
Give
not
me
gonna
some.
seriously.
Uh,
I don't
yeah.
like it.
All they did was make a move to legalize the way they rob us.
Yeah. And if you sign that, then they've completely completed that
You've said
task.
I'm fine with this.
Thank you.
Well, and just the like snake of it all to be like, yes, I'll take the meeting. Oh my god, you do all of these extra things.
My God.
Scrying. Let me make a move to do this.
Mm-mm.
And then just not change the number. And then say once everyone signs it, then we can talk about a raise.
Ridiculous. Not
No,
gonna work.
no. I
Mm-mm.
definitely wouldn't sign it. Yeah, in California, I know we have the California Labor Board. One thing that I did learn about the California Labor, so like if you work for a company
Mm-hmm.
and they don't pay you,
Mm-hmm.
uh, And
I think I know where you're going.
this is obviously special cases, right? So then you go to
Right.
the California Labor Board, and the Labor Board is gonna be like, "Oh, hey, you owe X amount of people money,"
Yep.
especially if there's a bunch of them.
Uh-huh.
And then what that company can do is be like, "We've actually dissolved. There's no money here."
Oof.
And they close that company,
And then it's
and they can go open up another company.
yep.
But these people who are owed this money are not entitled to anything that company does. They're entitled to what this company does.
Mhm.
And that is something that I do know that does
Yeah.
happen.
Disappear behind the corporate veil, honey.
The company just dissolves. There's no more money in this account. If
Yep.
money comes into this account, those people are absolutely entitled to do it. Can't wait to give it to them.
It'll never happen.
But this company has dissolved, and now we're this company.
Mm-mm.
But those people didn't work at this company.
Mm-mm.
I would imagine that like an established business such as this one isn't gonna do that, right?
Mhm.
Because that's a little more shisty, a little more
Right.
shady.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I feel like I would have to just investigate with how into this job I am.
Right.
Um, because that's gross.
It's super gross. It's
They're stealing.
disgusting. They're
This
they're
is
very
stealing. This is stealing.
Mhm.
This is
Without a doubt.
stealing. What it is stealing.
You're wondering what it is? Well, it's stealing. I'm
Stealing.
glad you asked. It's theft. Theft. Thank you.
But it's always so cute when companies do it. It's the cutest little thing when companies do
Yeah.
it.
Right? If I did it, I would be immediately jailed.
Jailed. Jailed.
Down.
Reputation gone.
Yeah. No.
Um,
No. Absolutely not. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't do misery at work though. You're not gonna have me here laboring and then being sad because you're horrible. I don't know.
My advice would be like, if you guys got it, quit all at the
Mhm.
same time with no notice. Absolutely quit. But all of you have to do it.
Right.
Just quit at the same time.
Mhm.
Don't tell them that you quit. One time I was working at a restaurant and I called in 15 minutes after my shift started
Mhm.
and I said that I was never going to go back there again
Right.
because that's how bad this restaurant was.
I bet.
I probably have said this story before, but
No.
like, yeah, I just called 15 minutes after my shift started and I was like, I'm never going in again. Um, and I never did.
Right.
And who washed the dishes for them that day? Not me.
I'm sure
Not me.
someone, and that's what, like, I remember growing up and like first getting into like working and all that kind of stuff. Like that was something like that was like drilled into me. It's like if you're sad or you hate going in or like these people don't care about you.
They
They
don't.
don't care. Like
They care that someone's here to do the job.
that's it. They don't care about you. And I was always told if you died today, they would have somebody else doing this job tomorrow.
They would
They
have someone else doing this job in 15 minutes.
right. It'd be over. They don't care.
Yeah.
So I've adopted the same attitude where it's just like, honey, you're not the last
Mm-mm.
train running sweetness. I will flop out of life, get a sugar daddy, and no one will ever see me again.
My cleaning skills, like I said, are not fantastic.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Until they are,
And then they're crazy.
girl. And I like to make my boss happy. What uniform do I have to wear? My hourly rate is. These companies are robbing us.
I'm not okay with it.
No.
Never have. I'm over here tearing stuff up.
Yeah, I feel like that's honestly my advice is like if you can quit en masse, do it. If they're gonna pull this shit. I mean, there are companies that don't pull this shit.
They
So
exist.
many
Yeah.
wealthy, successful companies
Mhm.
that respect their employees. These things exist. I work at one, you work at one.
Yep.
It is possible.
It is.
And I don't know who's doing this, but that's not that.
No, not at all.
It's
and
not
you don't
fun.
have to put up with that nonsense. You never have to. There's always something else, and you have to know that. You have to know that, like, if something goes bad, there's always something better around the corner.
And
It's
that's something
that's
it's
it.
like yeah, it's like not to like definitely not to brag at all, but I'm just like reading a lot of these stories. I'm just like, wow, I'm lucky as hell. Like we're
Yeah.
lucky as hell.
Yes.
Grateful.
Mhm.
Because people are just in these streets doing things. Honey, we did it.
We did a thing.
Yeah, if you got a story, send it on over. If you're hiring,
Mhm. Yeah.
real and like really hiring,
Mhm.
we would like to make fun of you for doing that.
Yes, we would.
So send
For
us
sure.
over what you think is a real offer, and we will read
Mhm.
it and tell you whether or not it is.
For sure.
Um,
Mhm.
honey, we're gonna see you
In the break room.
in the break room.
See you at lunch.
Thanks, coworkers.